understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just writing what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
So the next one, second one would be like what displaying restaurant information,
Displaying
like
a what, sorry?
restaurant restaurant hotel
Restaurant.
info,
Yeah, your service is a little bit
Displaying a restaurant, what exactly?
information.
Oh,
information.
displaying restaurant. Oh,
Oh,
so that would be the landing page. Would that be the landing page?
Uh,
Or is that a
and
collection of pages?
uh, depends how we want to implement right now. I'm
Okay.
just like tell you what I will just oh, my-
Okay, so at the moment we have two functions on the website. One is to book seats. Uh, that's like reservation, right?
mm-hmm.
Um, and then there's a tape. So basic,
uh,
and then there's a table that says navigation and then user actions. Is this so? So the first column are different pages, and we're going from the top to the bottom.
Actually,
yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
okay, right, okay. So
yeah,
then to book a seat, they go onto the home page,
yeah, homepage.
search for the restaurant, and then
Go
and I
to
guess they what and then what they so there's a search box, is there?
yeah,
Okay, so then they will type it into a search box, and then there will be search results that come on another page. Then there
yeah,
are listings of the search. Then they browse through it, and then they select a desired. I don't know why that says hotel.
desire maybe restaurant.
decide. Yeah, yeah,
Desired restaurant. And then when they
yeah,
click that, then they're taken over to another page where they get to select seats. Okay, I understand. Okay, okay, okay. Um,
So that's for
yeah,
one. That's only for one user flow, because there will be probably many. Because they have to, let's say they want to just look through the menu. That'll be a
yeah.
different
They
user
just
flow. Um, it depends on what they want to do that they will.
I'm gonna add another column just out of just to be
yeah,
very clear. I'm gonna put a contains column. So in the home page there is a search box, and on the search box the home page contains a search box. The user goes onto the home page and then they use the search box to search for restaurants.
yeah,
Uh, and the search box has a location, date, and time filter.
yeah. That yeah. You can do the like okay. Uh,
Okay.
can
That's I don't know how difficult that's going to be on the back end, but
Um,
okay. There's a
we can
location time.
filter by location, I think. Date, time and date filter. That means that is for the reservation, right? The time and date.
Um, I guess so. So when they're trying to reserve a seat, they will say, "Well, I want to book the time
Okay.
for I don't know tomorrow at 3 p.m." So they would put in the search box
I
the next day. There'll be a calendar, I guess, and then there would be a date that they would put a time and
Okay, so
that they would
if in this case, to make it easier for the user, I would probably put a calendar and gray out the dates that are unavailable.
Do you think maybe it's better to just have a search box to search for different restaurant outlets, and then when they've searched the restaurant outlet they're looking for, then they can, then they will, and then we'll ask for location, time,
Right.
and date.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that? I think that's clever. I think that's fast. That's easier.
yeah, I think that the search box might not be functional uh in the beginning of the project just because it's first is one restaurant, so they're always gonna get to the first, you know, result. Second, I don't see much of use for a search box if, again, we only have one restaurant. We can maybe in the future improve that. We can keep the search box. Not that's not, it's just not going to be functional. And maybe when we give him an option of reservation button where the dates that are available are shown in the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
That way it's easier, just to, I guess for the back end, I have to think about how that's gonna work.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about that as well. I'm just
Yeah,
thinking about that's going to be a bit of a nightmare.
because yeah,
One thing I do know about restaurant bookings is usually is the case that because this is a steakhouse restaurant that would have multiple branches from different locations.
hmm
So I was thinking if you go onto the main page and you search the branch name, so you just type in a text, a string to just say, oh, I want this branch. They would go into that branch, and then there would be a page with the search results of the branch. And then you click on the branch, and then there would be then you get taken into another page where, as you say, they will have a calendar with already fixed times that have been booked and have not been booked, and the user will just see the ones that have not been booked. So then they just click one that they want, and then they get taken over. So the date and time is already fixed for them.
and this
Um,
is, yes, and this is what I was thinking about on the administrative side. You see, this is an administrative website, right? Like a landing page for an administrative in the website. So if I was to log out, I can just log in. I'm gonna hit a role, which is admin in this case. I'm just gonna go locally hotels, and then I'm gonna do my password, which is test. So I am in. And then from the it's the same view as the user, but I have different functionalities here. I can add a location, I can add a facility, I can register a hotel user, uh, maybe a manager of the hotel in this case. I can add a hotel, I can view all the bookings, and I can log out, obviously. So this is on the part of the administrative side. So if I was to go back and log in, I can do customer. I don't even know which one I use for customer. Oh, let me see if this is
Uh,
okay. So this is a customer side, you see. But this is a hotel, obviously. It's not has nothing to do with restaurants. But the idea it's kind of similar in terms of
I think this part belongs to the hotel administrators, like who owns the hotel, right?
this. So basically, only the administrative side will have access to the other side of this website. Does it make sense? So everyone that is going to make a reservation in the restaurant in this case will only have access to the customer view. So
Yeah, yeah,
in this case, and this is what I was saying, like we're gonna thinking about using the uh, the same website for both purposes, for
yeah. I understand. Yeah,
administration and for
yeah,
customer use. So then they
yeah.
can book a hotel and but obviously
So there will be a separate login for administrators, right?
yes,
And
yes, there will be a separate. Ideally, we
yeah,
will have only one site where we don't have to choose from here.
yeah,
Ideally,
yeah. One domain and like separate logins for
right,
admin and for customer. Yeah,
right. So that would be ideal. Like instead of user login, I can be I don't know, admin login. You know,
yeah,
admin.
yeah.
So that's the idea. But
Okay,
inside the same website.
okay, okay.
So
So maybe we can add it in the another that will be the another part of the site. So we just give it another like
y-
another state like another user flow something like that.
yeah, the thing
Uh,
about this is like it's in my local machine. and so I won't be able to share this because you will need the code to run the machine this, and it might not work because it's an old Node.js, and it's a pain in
Oh,
the neck. I actually downloaded from GitHub, and I it took me a while to get it running because a lot of dependencies were not working. Yeah,
yeah,
but that's the idea. I was looking at it and I wanted to just show that. Yeah.
yeah, uh,
What do you think?
yeah. It can be done. Uh, just, uh, we are just thinking about how features are being put. Don't want to get lost.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. I just, it's a thinking process. It's always going to be something. Yeah, I think let's see what Omar is here too. He's gonna be helping in the should we check? I think so. I mean, because if we're giving the ability for them to have a guest check reservation, then we should check if he's logged in or if he's not logged in. Because if he's logged in, then the flow will be different. It will go somewhere else. If he's not, then he has to go through payment verification.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And I think that's the best way right now. I
yeah,
think that's the only way because otherwise there is no anyone can like book the seats and just sit there.
right. And if you have ill intentions, for example, you can book
Yeah,
the entire hotel. I mean, the entire restaurant. You know,
yeah,
without having any consequence. You just don't show up. That's why he's either logged in and um, we can verify who's reserving tables, or he has to go payment. And you know, yeah, because I'm not familiar with how REST works. Oh, that's okay. I mean, I think I think the I think what you need to think about, Omar, is having two different flows. If they click in reserve and he's not logged in, then it will show one page, and if it's logged in, it will show a different page. So it will pretty much work on a if else statement. Yes, exactly. So that's kind of what it is. All right.
Hi everyone,
so
Who's here?
it's me, Asim.
Hey, Asim. We're just talking about a little bit of the front end and the user flow.
Okay,
These front end people are flying, man. We haven't had a single meeting, extraordinary meeting on the back end side.
yeah,
But I'm scared of the front end because they're gonna push me. So
yeah,
I've been thinking a lot about how this thing is gonna work because I don't want to fall behind either. But it will be fun. It will be fun. I am so excited about this project. And yeah,
yeah. I think it will be fine. I think we should start building all the controllers and everything also. Once
yes,
they start doing everything, yeah,
that's what I kind of depend on them in a way because then based on the user flow, it's how the controller is gonna go. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yesterday I went through the Docker video also. Everything went well, the PG admin and everything. But once I was about to that save and create, I
Mhm.
think in template ID and code was not showing those fields. But
Mhm.
when I check the code on template, it is there. The code is there, but I don't know what happened.
What you
Those things
can
it was not showing.
what you can do for that, let me see if I don't think I have it. So let me see if I can open this. Give me 1 second. recent projects, vendor web, new window. So let me see if I can share this real quick because I think it might be, I don't know, it worked for everyone. Um, so you can see
Yeah,
this,
maybe
right?
like I don't know.
So you can see this, and if you go to the templates and you just in GitHub, right? And you just
Yeah,
copied all this and come back here and paste it. It might fix
yeah,
the problem because something might be missing. Actually, I have an error
yeah. I
here.
will try one more time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to do all those like create, display, update everything. I have to remove and I have to paste it again from GitHub, right? That's what you were
Yes.
saying, right?
Yes. All
Okay, yeah, I'll try that one.
you
Yeah.
can remove all this. Wait, don't move it. So you can just
I post.
replace them all.
So yeah, I will do that, and I post on GitHub as well because like it was my first time, so I just created an issue. I just want to try something new, and then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
posted on the GitHub as well. Yeah,
I haven't been able
that was
to.
my first issue.
Yeah, I haven't been able to actually open GitHub today, but I will try.
Yeah,
I'll try to go in because I was busy at work and actually yeah I am taking a break from work. So I'm gonna have two projects, this and the
that's
one
fine.
that are giving me a work. So I'm getting a new project too. So but yeah, this should work. Everyone, I mean nothing has changed. I haven't changed anything from the code. The main thing that I was trying to there is a problem in not in the this is not the one. I was gonna say there's a problem, but there's no problem in this one. The only thing that I wanted to check is this and this. These are the only two things that I wanted to check. That this is the what the Docker is doing,
Yeah, I
and
went through
yeah.
that one too. Yeah,
So
thank
yeah,
you.
if this works, it's fine. If it doesn't, it's fine. We can figure another way to connect the database. You actually, if you're using IntelliJ, you can actually connect the
No,
database
I
here.
was. Mm.
See, you come
I
here.
was connected to database.
So you were able to go to online and use
Yeah,
PG admin. So that this worked then. There's some
yeah.
silly
It worked.
silly
Yeah,
bug somewhere that it's, but everyone else
yeah,
was able to run the code. So I don't know.
yeah. I will do. I will just copy and paste that
Yeah.
templates, and then I will try one more time.
So yeah. So if anything, we can also use the database sources. You see, you have well, I have Ultimate though. I don't know if this is available for everyone, but yeah, we can figure things out. That's not a, I mean,
Yeah,
that's not gonna be a problem.
that's not a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that. And I know Juan is here. Juan is the guy that it's setting us up with the database. He's been working also a lot, communicating with me over WhatsApp. So I'm sure he's gonna have something ready soon. And tomorrow, we'll try to have. Oh, I also changed the meeting for later because I have a meeting at the same time that I scheduled this meeting. Normally Fridays I don't have meetings, but new projects, new meetings for me. So they schedule a meeting and I have to be in it. So I'll push it to a little bit later. So hopefully everyone or most of us can attend. But I'll record it anyways. And yeah, um, I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, I was saying Juan is working on the database, so he will help with that, and I know he's gonna do great on this. Okay, so anything else from you guys?
Yeah, I think everything's clear um, on the user flow thing. I think we have a lot of people from front end that really want to start starting to draw together this website, and I can just see on the Excel spreadsheet on user flow that we've got a heck of a lot more now on the page, and
Mm.
it's just a matter of, so when people are wondering what to do, um, to create a table, and to just try and map out, just try and think out how exactly is this going to work from page to page, and just propose something. If you can think of a solution on, say, displaying restaurant information, there's a lot of different kinds of information for restaurants. So where would that information be on which page, and what would a user do to find that information, and where do they start and where do they end,
Mm.
and do that for pretty much everything else. Uh, so I'm assuming with the yeah, so yeah, that's what to do. That's for the user flow. There's also another page, project details, the tab for project details. It's pretty much the same thing. The only thing with project details is this is where we actually write down the content, so the stuff that's actually going to be written on the website. So if you guys are good at content creation, and you're creative and you can think of a way to on what you can envision on that website, it's project details. So we also need project details to be filled in and to help people, get generate some new ideas, and um, and just write more. So for example, on project details, there is a core functionality for contact us. So for example, so what would actually be on that page? So would it be a telephone number? Who are those people in the contacts? And I think we're just making this up. It's not really a real website, so you can just make it up. Like, I don't know, Red Dragon. Here is the telephone number or whatever. And the menu. What do you want to be on the what should be on the menu? Courses, main courses, desserts. What are the dishes? What are the names of the dishes? How much of the dishes? That kind of thing. And just so we can really get a really good idea on what to put. So then we can progress to a wireframe, to try and draw this all together.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
think
it. Um,
honestly you guys are doing great on this, um, on the planning of the front end. I haven't had a single meeting, as I said, with anyone on the back end. So, but it's if I can get the routes of the flows, then I can think about the controllers and kind of structure the folder for the backend. And yeah, I'll start thinking about it.
oh, and by the way, if you haven't yet got the plan on what we're doing for the front end, please let me know. Please send me a message. If you haven't got the full plan on what we're doing, the UX UI is just one part of the bigger plan. So I've already drawn it all out. So on the project members tab, this is just a general thing. So just to let me know which part of the project you want to participate in. So I can see 3 front-end developers, who I'm assuming want to do React. That's my understanding. If you want to do this part, then please put web design, and you want to, I don't know, change the design of the website. This is the design aspect. The developers, you can always come in and suggest things as well, but just let me know what you really want to do in this project, so I can put you in the right places.
And you can just put here preferred tech, like what do you want, uh, React or what? You know, that would be good. Okay, I think that's good. Um, what else is
We
Okay,
coming?
still we
I
have
have
more.
question,
We have
Eddie.
more in front end.
Yes.
There's a lot more. I still need to add everyone's names on. Um, but so far, I think it's good. So yeah, guys, have a play with this Excel and just add things like how I'm adding things. Um, and just trying, the main focus is clarity. So trying to make it as clear as possible so that there are no questions unanswered. So if there's a question, we have an answer for it. Um, and that's it. So yeah, that's it.
Uh, okay, one more thing. I will add another sheet here. Questions, and I think we can just put it here. If you have any questions about it,
So who said
write it.
has a question for me? Someone was going to ask something.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
yeah, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, Eddie. I just wanted to ask. Are we going to use like Spring Security in the backend?
We're going to use Spring most of the project. Uh, Everything that Spring has to offer: Spring Mail, Spring Security, Spring, I don't
Okay,
know, Spring Logger, Spring everything. Because so we keep one technology, as opposed to struggling with other stuff.
great.
I personally don't think it's a good idea to mix too much, going to third libraries. I mean, Spring already has third-party libraries, but are implement and that are already um, implemented in a way, or used by Spring. So I think we should stick to that, so we don't create headaches for ourselves.
Or yeah,
And on another note, real quick, there is a folder that I created. It's called prod team, and I asked specifically to people that are in the group have already reached out to me and said I want to be there, or they have been in contact with me about the project, so they are proactively working on this. And please check that group, and if I haven't added you, please let me know. And the rule is simple for that. I only am asking 5 hours a week for this project because I think it's fair for everyone. So not everyone gets overwhelmed with a lot of things to do, and other people will. At the end, it's everyone's project. So will everyone will either take the success or take the fail. You know. So just let me know so I can add your name to this group, and I will also make two more groups once we decide who is in. The one that will be private, uh, that you will have for front end and back end. So um, you know, so that it things can keep a little more private. So if new people coming in, they're not asking what's happening or who's doing what, just to keep the noise down. And I might create another organization just for the people that are working in the project. So you might be send a new invitation, but that's after Friday because they still have until Saturday to reach out to me and ask for this to be added to this group. So on Sunday, I will create another organization, in fact, and everything will go into that organization. All the communication of the project will shift completely to the other because we have, I think, 38 people um, in GitHub right now, and we have like 50 something on Discord. But as you can see, it's only 16 people in the group. So there's something is not going to match there. So I'd rather just filter the noise and concentrate in getting this done.
Does anyone right now want to do user flow so I can get some names on who wants to work on the user flow page? Nobody.
I think Hyper might be the.
Uh,
Yeah, Hyper, are you going to do the user flow?
uh, um, what exactly? I'm not a developer. I can design things like you want.
No, no, like if are you on the user flow page right now?
Yeah, I'm on the Acer page.
Yeah, so like we just need a table for each heading. We need to just to complete this as much as we can. I'm just wondering if you'd like to do it, or I'm looking for people who wants to do this.
Yeah, we can do the base one because I will be helping you. Yeah,
Yeah, he's the designer here actually. Hyper is the one that it's doing the
Oh,
designing
okay,
of this. Um,
okay.
so
And is there anyone who wants to do the project
actually,
manager?
actually, main issue is right now we are like this discussing like this. So I think maybe something like when we get into wireframes and that we will be more clarify on what will be going everything. So for and if you have any designs for the website, like if you have anyone have any designs, like I can do a mock wireframe for that containing things for homepage. So it will be much more understanding for everyone.
Have you looked at
Uh,
the restaurant design suggestions?
Uh,
It's
yeah,
in the project details. So I found a couple of restaurants that I think people liked the knife restaurant. But if we can get some input on that on what people like in terms of the restaurant design, I think it will help us a heck of a lot. There's a lot of different stuff. Like some of the restaurant websites have animations in them. Some of them have huge pictures and huge backgrounds. Some of them are very simple and just have some basic details. So just
yeah,
some opinions on what people like in terms of the restaurant design.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I think let's see.
And if you
as
guys
I'm going.
find a restaurant design that you really like, please put it in. We're just going to have a list of different kinds of designs so that people can be like, oh, I like that. Let's do that, or something like that.
Yeah, this is kind of nice. I mean, it's simple, it's just a landing page with not much clutter.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I mean, if you guys want animation, I can do a lot of animation. So
I think it would be
um,
nice. You see, this is where it goes free because it depends on what how you want to taste your capabilities, you know. Because
Yeah.
static pages, it's very common when it comes to animations and things moving from side to side and up and down and disappearing in the screen and just popping something new. That is where the real challenge comes in. And
Also, you have to understand that we have to be able to, this will be a responsive design, right? So we'll have to look onto that also for animations.
yeah,
So that is
yeah.
one key thing to note.
Like for me on the
Because
back end, I, the check-in, the booking, and the selection of table, that's my challenge really. I mean, everything else is going to be a challenge because I'm not very proficient on all of those things that it's needed, but I have never tried or attempted to do a coordinates pick where uh, the backend will have to read the click and then tell me exactly where it is, you know, and that's going to break my head a little bit, and that's my challenge. So that's me pushing myself to learn something. I don't know. Hopefully
and
good.
I know that there are some people in the developer part that want to want to do TypeScript, and I was thinking, yes, we should definitely do TypeScript. But there are also developers who can't do that. They're not familiar with TypeScript, so I'm going to put in some resources for TypeScript so people can read it up. And I think I'll put it in project members actually. I'll put in like a TypeScript um, learning resources. And if people want to learn on React as well, I'm going to put that in as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's good. I mean, again, this is to push yourself to see where your limits are, in a way. And if something is too much, and there is always someone that you can ask, and that's the beauty of working in a group.
Yeah, so if you guys find any learning resources for TypeScript and React, please just put it in. I will find some stuff as well and I put them in.
You guys do you all agree about making a landing page with small intro? Oh yeah, I think so. You guys can read also the chat because he's
And there are
typing.
also some people that want to that can't do Figma, so I'm also going to put Figma as well. So
Yeah.
anyone wants to do Figma.
So yeah,
Um,
I think it's good definitely. And Omar is suggesting like a little bit of a landing page with an intro about the restaurant, And I do believe that
yeah,
effects create something different in people. Like,
And
you know,
Omar, if that's what you want, it's on project details in the tab. Number one is landing page. So if you want to take a lead on that, then please put in some written content and information about the restaurant. Like for example, we are a steakhouse and we specialize in blah 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 blah. Um, I don't know. We've been open for I don't know 50 years or some nonsense like that. If you want to write in restaurant information, just please put it underneath the core functionalities on the tab.
yeah,
And yeah,
that's great. That's great.
Can you go to the information architecture next to user flow?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So like now you have seen like this is page one, like
Yeah, I
page
think
two, yeah, page two, page three.
I think for this, like for example, you have all this brand name on it, everything. I think it would be if you can make like a component on the tab and say this is the parts of the component, and instead of writing all these, just write component here. You know what I mean? And then you can add more stuff, like a navbar component. I mean,
Ah,
and then you can change. Let me just do it real quick. I don't know if I'm gonna mess up anything, but I'll try it. Okay.
oh yeah, I understand. So I just I don't know if sometimes like in some pages some things might change, like search may not be in search result page, so that's why I written like
But for this, I think they all similar in everyone. So you can do a navbar component, a footer component, and then you can put in between, the navbar here, and then the footer here, and then everything in between um,
okay,
that will
okay,
be different on each page. Like,
yeah,
I
okay,
think that will help a little bit on um, designing in a way.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Banner.
So for now, like we have 6 pages, like home page, search result. I don't know if search result and search branch page like that two will be same. Like then we have seeds page and confirm seeds and payment. So
But
that's
I
like
I I think for this it's only one user flow. If you think about this, it's only about
and then,
reservation,
yeah, this is only about the referral
which is I think six is a lot. You can actually cut. Um,
page three,
uh,
right?
I mean, you can if I don't know how you guys will do it, but if you go in the search page, right, and then you click, you put a name, and then the third page falls right underneath, then it's not 6 pages, it's actually two, but with three different routings. I don't know if that makes sense. So I think it's fine. I think this is okay. I think you got it right.
Also the page five, that confirm first page, we can make it as a pop-up or something like that. So you don't have to pop-up like it confirm that you have booked the seat. So it's
Yeah,
not an extra page. Like yeah,
right. I mean, it all depends on how you guys, the front end developers, excuse me, implement all this because you can have a one page, and that's what's called single page. Everything happens in one page, really much,
yeah, yeah,
pretty much. But different, obviously, URIs that will take it different ways. So I think this is good. Yeah, I think you have the right idea. I was just thinking of the static loading pages going from one to the other, but this is not the case. We're using something different here. Yeah.
yeah. We can change it to static depending upon the devs. I don't know how they want to implement the front end.
Mm.
Because like this gives a progress for the user. That's why I designed it like that. So when clicking home page or next page, next thing, next.
Mm.
Okay, I have one question.
Yeah.
I have one question. Yes. So in all those pages, like I think navbar and footer, they will be same, right? Gonna be
Yeah,
same. Only like okay.
Yeah, I
So
think
that will
so.
be so,
It's easier that way, not changing because you can just copy components and yeah, I think that'll make it easier.
so
uh, yeah,
navbar and the footer will be same, and then like whatever page is that, like those information that will be there, right?
yeah, yeah. In between the body, whatever that is, like whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay, I'm just going to change project details to the main page, and I'll have a navigation because there are so many different pages. So for people who are new, who are just confused on what's going on, project details will have like a remote, like a navigation, so you know how to go from one page to another.
And I cannot even see where the project details are now. Oh, here it
Yeah,
is.
it's the first
Yeah.
one. It's the first one. Um,
Oh yeah,
and
I think that.
so an overview of basically all these pages. So, um, so for example, I'm gonna say CE um, um,
Hmm. I like the silence. Everyone is looking at what you're doing.
looking at who?
Whoever is doing something here.
Oh, that's probably me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The silence is.
Okay. I think it's just to clarify things. I love clarity, so you know, if people
Yeah,
just don't
yeah,
know how to, people don't know how to navigate this stuff.
Yeah.
Project resources. I don't actually know what that is. Oh wait. Oh, I see.
it's just
Oh,
the software. So like, what are you using? I don't know what are things you are using. I just put like for now, these all things are we are using.
mm, yeah.
I don't know the
Project.
backend people are using what. Uh, I don't know. I just put it there. If you want, you can.
Yeah. I'm just cleaning stuff up. Like that's all I'm doing.
Yeah,
Initial research. I'm not sure what to do with the research thing. Uh,
I don't think we will do much research other than just try to copy some other. I mean, grab some ideas from other restaurants. Yeah,
okay.
it's for user cases and research. It's a pain in the neck. I never liked it. I don't think I will ever change that.
And user personas. That would be. Um, is that user research?
So what a
uh,
persona is, you can go ahead, Hyper, and explain.
like I will give you a picture.
You're breaking up a little bit.
And we lost him.
I will give you a picture. I will give you.
So in short, what a user persona is, so if you have, let's say, you get 100 people who you interview, right? And then from those 100 people, you get two user personas based on similar problems that you want to solve. So it's kind of a compact research in a, you know, in a card in a way. And you can put one example Hyper on this
Yeah,
document,
I
and
put.
people can see it.
Did it come? I don't know the image. Is it loading?
Yeah, here, that's a user
Yeah,
persona.
yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
see. Okay. Do we do this per user?
No.
I don't know.
Mm.
We just need two or three personas. Like we don't know who will be using much of it.
So it's
Oh,
So
it's
this is a,
okay.
it's done based on common problems or common, they call it pain points in in uh,
yeah,
in designing. So that's it. In common pain points is where a user persona it's. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think I will.
And we're gonna just make that up. Are we gonna? I don't know. Does this come from research, or do we anticipate what those goals and frustrations are?
It comes from
trust.
research.
Yeah, it
Okay,
comes
so
from
we
research.
can't do that, right?
Actually, we can because we have like a couple of developers on our side, right? We can ask them questions, and if we are using this, what are our pain points? We will know that.
Okay, okay.
If
I'm with you now. Okay.
if you create the questionnaire and you put it on Discord, at least the people that are participating in this project hopefully can go through the questionnaire and answer the questions. You can do a Google questionnaire, so you can get all the.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that would be good. Yeah. All right. I have to run for now. I have another stuff that we have to do. I think Asim also has to attend the other meeting.
Yeah.
So I will stop sharing my screen. That's number one. And we will stay in touch. I mean, this is good, these little, kind of
Yeah.
sudden meetings. It's working pretty well. So,
Yeah, I realize it's better than just scheduling a meeting. Like I've tried with my own teams trying to get everyone together at a certain
mhm.
time, and it literally never happens. Like I usually have to wait like 5 months before everyone agrees on a time.
Yeah,
It's
and
just ridiculous.
I think it's good. That's a good thing about Discord. It's fast because Teams it's good for scheduling good stuff, but I think this is good. All right, guys. I'll be out for now, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
have given
Recording in
logical view name, I have
progress.
given index, so it has to be index only.